Hey everyone, just remember this is one of a 6-part video series with Seth Munsey at Disc Golf Strong. Check out the description to links to the other 5. Hey everyone, I'm Scott Stokely here with Seth Munsey, and I am at one of the most exciting phases of my prepare to go on the 2022 professional disc golf tour next year. For those of you who have followed me, I decided back in the spring that I was going to tour and that I had all the skills to do it if I just practiced more. But in honest self-assessment, I came to the conclusion that I wasn't in good enough shape to keep up with the 25-year-olds. I was in great shape to keep up with the 50-year-olds. Not a problem. The 25-year-olds, whole different species. And so I started focusing on diet and cardio and just really got into good shape, and I started really feeling good. And then I began the throwing portion of my starting to train for next year, and that's when I realized that I in fact was still 52 and not 25 anymore. My body was hurting. I could go out and play a round of golf and a tournament, but I couldn't actually put in the reps needed to properly train. If I was a professional ball golfer, it would be like saying I couldn't get out to the driving range. That's not going to work. So what I concluded was I needed to get this body in not just healthy shape, but stronger. And to do that, I stopped playing tournaments for the last several months, and I started hitting the gym, doing resistance training, weight training, got strong, just started throwing again. My body's not hurting, and I'm getting ready to train. But there was a missing piece to the puzzle. I feel like if I was an automobile, I got an engine that's powerful and that runs really fast. What I don't have is any knowledge of my suspension, my tire pressure, what all those stupid gauges mean. I like, there's so many little details, but they're not little details. Now, I could hit the gym, I could work with a trainer, I did, I'll document that later. I could get strong, but I'm not an expert at all the other details, movement, flexibility, warming up. I'm just not. And so I came to Las Vegas to spend a week with the person that I feel is the world's leading authority. He's humble. He probably would, I don't know, you'd probably dismiss that statement, but that's my opinion, it's my channel. I think you're the world's leading authority on fitness and strength and flexibility and all these things as it relates to disc golf. So I'm here with Seth Munsey at Disc Golf Strong. We're going to do what I think is going to end up being a 7-part video series on all the different steps we're going to do this week on every single part of getting my body moving and functioning correctly. Because next week, I'm going to start getting the reps in. Hopefully, I'll be ready by then. So Seth, first off, that's the longest I'm going to talk on any of these videos because this is about your area of expertise, not mine. But first, could you tell, for those of you that don't follow the tour, what is Disc Golf Strong? Well, who are you and what is Disc Golf Strong?
Yeah, well, thanks, Scott. It's an honor to have you out here and to be able to work with you as a coach and train you and really help you maximize your athletic potential and optimize everything that you need with your body, and so that when you feel confident and strong and ready to maximize that potential on the course next season. So it's, like I said, it's a true honor to have you out here, and thank you all for watching. So my name is Seth Munsey. I founded Disc Golf Strong in 2016. A little bit about my background: I have a degree in kinesiology, went to school at Cal State Fullerton, worked my focus was strength and conditioning, and then I worked for the Anaheim Ducks as their intern strength coach. Did a little bit of training, owned my own facility for a couple years, and then in 2016 I started Disc Golf Strong because I play disc golf, and I was out there on the course and I saw how many people were getting injured, and I saw that people weren't playing to the level that they knew that they wanted to, that they could. And as a strength conditioning coach and with a background in rotational sports and all that, I thought, you know what, I'm going to start putting out some information. And so I started that and started going on tour, and now we have Disc Golf Strong, where we help players from all skills, ages, ability levels play strong and healthy disc golf as much as they can and for as long as they can. And I also work for the Disc Golf Pro Tour as the Director of Health and Sports Performance and the Director of Safety. And I also work for the medical committee, PDGA medical committee, chair that. And it's a true honor to be in this sport, and not just being in the sport of disc golf, but our amazing disc golf community. And so I'm really excited that not only you're coming out here and that we're going to have this opportunity to train and really help you optimize your body and all that, but also to share it with the community. So it's awesome that we're doing this video series, because that's what I know myself personally. I want a strong, healthy disc golf community, right? And I know Scott does too. And Scott wants to, through our conversations, you want to help people, with your technique and your coaching, and people to do this forever on your end. And that's the same from a movement coach, a performance coach, my perspective as well. So so it's going to be fun.
Yeah, one of the interesting things, and we'll get into more of this later, is that if you throw correctly, it also correlates almost one-to-one with throwing in the way that's the best for your health. It's really great, because we'd have quite a quandary if doing the thing that hurts you made you throw farther or score better. Like, as an athlete, I might often make the bad decision for my body and choose to score better, but it turns out that what's best for your health is also best for scoring better mechanically. And we'll get into that. One thing that you have to give me a second. I just noticed something. Been around the sport for 44 years, amazed at how far it's evolved, and something I just realized. Everyone in their career should always be looking to move up. No lateral movements. You always want to progress in your career, move up to the next level. You were in the NHL and took the promotion to disc golf.
There you go. I love it.
Go disc golf, all right.
There you go.
So there used to be the 4 major sports. Now there's disc golf, followed by the 4 major sports. It's a pyramid. All right. No, this is so exciting, and I'm so excited to learn. And one thing, Disc Golf Strong will have all the links throughout all of these videos, because this is going to be specific to me, even though most of it there's an overlap that applies to everybody, but you're going to be working directly with me. But everybody that wants to get better, well, to score better, that's usually people's priority, but also not hurt, not get injured, they can follow Disc Golf Strong. You have courses, online courses, teaching, like you're the source. Like I feel like if you want to learn technique, you come to me, but if you want to learn how to make your body move correctly, this is the person, well, it's the person that I go to. So that's the best endorsement I can give. I came to Vegas to learn from you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited.
Right.
And I just want to hit on something here that I know you said athlete multiple times, and I love that. And I know you are an athlete, and you think of yourself as an athlete. And that's what from when I first started Disc Golf Strong, it was all my language was athlete, athlete, athlete. And because you are an athlete, whether you're playing on tour or you're playing at home with your friends, right? If you're a recreational athlete, you're still an athlete. You're still doing a movement that requires athleticism in the body. Now, do we need to have more athleticism to go out there and throw? Do we need to build it? No, we can still go out there and throw the way that we always do without improving our athleticism, but doesn't mean that we're going to be able to do that for as long as we want, right? And so if we identify as athletes, no matter what where we are at in the sport, if we identify as athletes, then this stuff makes sense, right? If it's just a hobby and we're just going out and throwing and we don't think of ourselves as an athlete, even as a recreational athlete, then working on improving your mobility, working on improving your stability, working on building your strength, and I'll talk about it later, like increasing your buffer zone, then that doesn't make sense. But it should make sense, because again, disc golf, it takes a toll on our body, and we want to be able to play this as much as we want. I hear people, they say, well, I don't know if I need to do that stuff because I don't want to throw farther. I don't need to throw farther. I'm like, well, you want to throw longer, And I mean by that, like, you want to throw as long as you can. You don't want to you want to go out and stop throwing a disc on your own terms, right? If that day ever comes for any of us, right? Which probably not, but you don't want the injury to take you out. So again, I just wanted to hit on that is think of yourself as an athlete, identify as an athlete, because you're going to go, things are going to make more sense, and you're going to be able to internalize that more and say, I'm not just doing this because it's a dead bug. I'm not just doing this because it's a shoulder tap or shin box, things you'll see in later down the road. I'm doing it because I'm an athlete, and this is what athletes do. So I just wanted to touch on that.
The other thing too is that I've had many people say to me, they don't care how well they shoot, they have fun no matter what. You know, you call someone that says that they have just as much fun playing poorly as playing well? A liar. I don't care who you are. Yeah. The game of golf, forget about disc golf, the game of golf, as much fun as it is always more fun when you're playing better, whether you're competing or not.
Yep.
I love it. All right, so the first thing, this whole video is going to be the assessment video. We're not going to get into any stretching, training, or anything. And there's going to be two parts to the assessment. The first is, I had sent you some video, and you did a movement breakdown, and we will cut to that now.